Thanks for watching. I just wanted to show you guys that one of my snake plant's leaves is as tall as me. But I'm gonna cut her. I think I'm gonna cut her about maybe like halfway so I could propagate her. So I might be able to get 1, 2, maybe 4 or 5 plants out of her. Let's do this.
So the first thing you want to do before cutting a leaf is to water the plant a couple days before so that it drank enough water. Next, I cut the leaf in a V shape. I then marked every 4 inches to try to get the most out of this one leaf and continued to cut in a V shape, making sure the Sharpie markings was at the bottom of the leaf so when it comes time to propagate, you know which side is up and which side is down. The scientific name for the snake plant is Dracena trifasciata. I can't say it. It's also known as Sansevieria, and mother-in-law's tongue has different names. This is the black marking I was talking about. That would be the bottom of the plant when you propagate it. I ended up cutting 8 pieces from that leaf, and 3 of those pieces I added to water.
Okay, so after letting them sit for a couple of days to cure, I have these 2 pots that I'm gonna put them in. I already put 2 of them here. And this one's pretty empty too, so I'm gonna put these 3 in here because the snake plants like to be snug. So they like to be, like they wanna be full right here. And the other 3, I put them on water. So I'm gonna be able to see these roots come out, and you won't be able to see these roots come out, but I'm gonna see which ones thrive better. Let's do this.
So here I'm just digging with my hands and putting it in, remembering that where the black mark is the bottom of the plant. And I'm not too sure what soil is in this plant, but you'll see later that I have to repot it because it wasn't doing too well. I'll show you that in a bit. To recap, I put these 3 in water. I put 3 over here, 2 thin ones and this thick one in this pot. And over here in the bigger pot, I just added 2 of them. 2 months later, 2 of the ones in the water have roots, except the thinner one, that one did not. So I transferred the 2 with the roots to a little pot. I'm not too sure what type of soil was in here, but it is a self-watering pot. You put the water under and then the plant just drinks when it needs to drink. A whole whopping 10 months later, we have a baby, or as they're technically called, a pup or an offshoot. This one did take quite a while for it to propagate and to grow, but my bigger pot that I'll show you right now grew a lot of babies. Here she is. I didn't record the monthly progression, but this is the one that did the best. It grew 7 whole stems. 7. This pot is also self-watering like the other one. I add water when it's empty about every month or so, and she drinks up when she's thirsty. I'll show you right now how I put the water. So that may have played a part. She's gotten pretty tall overall. Also, I have her on my mantle of the fireplace. I guess she loves it there. And it's probably because there's a really big window nearby, so she gets a lot of light. Don't judge my dirty windows, y'all. This is the watering system. You put water in here and then you put it back inside and it drinks the water like that. I usually don't take it out. I just put water in through that hole you see, but I just wanted to show you. I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison of what she looked like when I started. She only had 5 leaves, as you can see in the 2 outer pictures, and the middle picture is the most recent. And from what I counted, she has 13 leaves now. Unfortunately, the 2 thinner ones in this plant didn't make it, and they just dried up. Not sure if it was because they were too thin maybe, or because as you're seeing, the soil is pretty dense with no drainage. So it looks like it was probably getting root rot. I added some orchid mix and Fox Farm potting soil for better drainage. And here she is now. If you remember, she only had 3 leaves in the beginning, and now she has a total of 7, but no new pups from the propagated leaf. I have her in my kid's restroom, which does get light from a northwest facing window, but maybe that's not enough light. So I also put this watering globe, see if that helps her grow faster, because I'm really bad at watering the succulents. Here is Mama Plant 10 months later also. I just wanted to show you how she's doing and thriving and growing her own new leaves. And quick tip, this plant is actually one of NASA's top 10 plants that clean the air in your room. I have 2 in my room and my kids have their own. Plus I have 12 other different plants. So hopefully the air in our rooms are purified with all these plants I have. Thanks for watching. I hope I helped you out a bit. Sometimes we could do our best at caring for plants, but in the end, nature's gonna nature and she's gonna do whatever she wants, so don't beat yourself up if your attempt at propagating doesn't go too well. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more of my gardening and plant journey.